You seem so in love with Dan. Like you both
he's the
call each
best.
other baby and...
Oh, he's just rocks. He's a fantastic man.
That's so good.
He do you know what? From when we first started seeing each other, and like obviously within the hour there was overnight romance. I think look, between you and I never speak about it with Mum and Dad, but I had a few drinks that night in the Edinburgh bar.
Well, you're not a good drinker either.
I'm not an ideal drinker. It's not one of my signature moves.
No.
And I went up to Dan, and I'd met him before through some friends of ours, and I said to him, do you want to fuck or not?
Is that the first thing you said? And then you got married.
He said he was too scared to say no.
So what, did he say yes, and then was there any more
He was
conversation?
like, oh. Yeah, then we went back to the place that he was staying in Edinburgh, and he was sharing a house with the couple that introduced us, and we all sat up laughing for ages, except apparently, which I don't believe, apparently I told the same story 4 times. It's just like, well, that's just people being mean.
How many drinks had you really had? Probably 2 wines.
I've been to a Scottish afternoon garden gin party. Which is everything it sounds like. Yeah. I'd been out to dinner, I tried to crack onto someone's boyfriend.
Oh, God.
While she was sitting next to me and he was on the other side of her.
Oh, no.
That's why I'm not allowed to drink.
No, you can't.
Well, it's spooky.
You're quite open about when you were younger, you couldn't drink because you were just on the hunt for dick,
to
really.
fuck.
Yeah. Hunt to fuck, there
Why
you go.
wouldn't you? Get it up, get it in, get it out, don't mess with my hairdo. I've had the straighteners on. Do you know what I mean? Like, not ideal. Not ideal. But also, now that I've found the man of my dreams, I'm happy, I'm sated. I'm not looking around, or I don't feel like I'm ripped off in the lounge room, you know, while I'm cleaning out the bin where some water has burst out of the bin and gone
juice.
in. Oh.
But also, you got it out of your system.
Not the bin juice, but yes, I did. I got...
Because Chrissy's mom was sitting here and she's like, I did all of my bonking in the early years, so now
Totally. Oh, God, hello. I lived in Club Med for 3 years. International scoreboard. I had a lovely time.
No wonder you loved it over there so much. Back to Dan, your beautiful husband.
Oh, my God, the man of my dreams. So I've never, ever really found qualities that I don't like, even still. With boyfriends that I'd gone out with over the years, you'd sort of get 6 months down the track, you're like, oh, okay, can I put up with that for life? I don't know that I can. And I haven't found any of those that I find annoying yet. Yeah. I mean, sure, Dan can be a pest at the best of times, but it's usually
it's not a deal
trying
breaker.
to organise how hopeless I am.
Which is
but
not
we went
bad.
to see a marriage counsellor when we lived in America. Because I was commuting home every 5 weeks, and I'd spend 2 or 3 days here doing gigs, and then I'd go back, and it was tremendous pressure, and I felt quite ripped off at the family. I was sort of providing. We decided when Ruby was born, and I had a show offer, a job offer, and we thought someone's got to be in the house to look after the baby.
Yeah.
And so Dan had said, look, I don't really have any great hopes and dreams about advertising, which is what he was working in at the time. Let's pursue your career until I find what it is
that's beautiful.
that I want to do.
A good man, isn't it?
Yeah, so he stayed home with Ruby from when she was, I think I had the first 6 months at home with her, and then at 6 months we came out to Australia and he took over, and he has been house husband ever since. And he gets time to do his pottering and he writes a lot and he does all sorts of stuff. So he sort of said, there's nothing that I want to pursue more. So I got to be the earner, the solo wage earner, pretty much. And my job earned a lot. Oh, no, I don't know. It did earn a lot more. It's just that my job had bigger potential earning-wise, or I can't even remember what the reasons were. But anyway, off I went. And so I kept coming back to America, and the family were, we don't really do it like that anymore. What?
Oh,
I know, we don't really pack the dishwasher like that anymore. I'd be like, fuck you all. So there started to be this growing chasm between this party of 3 and me, feeling like I just get to provide the life, but I don't get to live it. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
So then someone said to us, you need to see the Velvet Hammer. It's this amazing marriage counsellor in America. So along we went to see her. We had 4 sessions with her. She said, don't come back and see me anymore. You don't need to. She said, Dan, you need to loosen the noose. Yeah, and J-Mo, you need to turn up a bit more.
Right. Great
to
advice.
your lives.
Yeah.
And if with a slightly more loosened noose, because Dan's very particular about things. He's very particular. This is how we do things. And I'm like,
Yeah. Which can be hard when you're both very different like that.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
we just needed to meet a little bit more in the centre and do a bit more listening.
Yeah.
It was kind of as simple as that. So that sort of rerouted us. But I thought we were going to break up when we were in America.
Yeah, right.
We both did. I was commuting so much, it was insane. And then I
that's
started to really enjoy being, away from the family. I thought, this is great. You get to go out anytime. You get to do whatever you like. And
well, and when you were there too, there was that tension as well. So
yeah, absolutely. Oh God, I was always in trouble at home and always the superhero everywhere else.
Yeah, right.
But I remember when I got It Takes Two, Dan's very, he's a great one for talking stuff out. He's super, super clever.
Right.
And stuff I don't see. Like I remember him saying once, we need to speak to each other a little bit better. Because every time we finally get home, this is the time to relax and really be myself. And this was fucked, and that guy was an idiot, and this let me in the traffic, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, we just need to bring a bit of the outside happiness into the house as well. Because we just come and kind of, and this happened, and that happened, and this happened, and that happened.
It's funny, isn't it, that you do? Sam and I had that exact same conversation the other day because we've got a newborn and we're tired. And we just add at each other a little bit.
Oh, and your competitive fatigue.
Yeah.
I think you'll find I'm more tired.
It's exactly what it is. And I said, we've just got to be kind to each other.
Yeah.
Like, let's not.
We're in this now.
Yeah. And you watch people, I think it was, I don't know, a reality show or something. And I said, isn't it fucked how sometimes you talk to your partner? And I kind of got it and said, we've got to be.
I would never speak to anybody the way I speak to Dan.
But we speak to our partners like that sometimes.
How does that work?
I don't know. And it's the person you love the most, but you still speak to them like shit.
Well, Dan always giggles about when he knows when PMT is around because he keeps thinking, wow, she's being a massive bitch this week. And then he'll be like, hang on, what date is it? Okay.